Welcome to Maritime Pakistan. In this video, we are examining the 1988 SUA Convention and its protocol for fixed platforms to understand how the world secures its waters. For centuries, the sheer vastness of the ocean made it a jurisdictional nightmare. Once a ship leaves territorial waters, traditional law enforcement is stretched incredibly thin. That geographic vulnerability became a severe crisis in the 1980s. A wave of maritime violence erupted, reports of crews being kidnapped, ships being deliberately run aground, and explosives planted on hulls. Passenger ships were violently seized, turning innocent tourists into hostages. High-profile hijackings, like the tragic seizure of the Achille Lauro, resulted in the direct loss of innocent lives. Criminals exploited a specific gap in international law, the lack of a universal obligation to extradite maritime offenders. A perpetrator could commit a crime in international waters and simply flee to a sympathetic country to avoid trial. The international community recognized that a fractured system of individual national laws was failing. They needed a single, global rulebook to eliminate these safe havens. Without unified regulations, the ocean offered a legal shield for violent actors, making international legal cooperation essential to ensuring the safety of passengers and crew. In 1988, following a joint proposal by Austria, Egypt, and Italy, the International Maritime Organization adopted the Convention for the Suppression of Unlawful Acts Against the Safety of Maritime Navigation. They simultaneously passed a supplementary protocol, extending the exact same legal protections to fixed platforms located on the continental shelf, like offshore drilling rigs. This diagram illustrates the core mechanism of the 1988 Convention: extradite or prosecute. A capturing nation has only two valid pathways: put the perpetrator on trial in their own courts, or hand them over to a nation that will. This legal trap successfully targeted the primary threats of the era: the forceful seizure of vessels and acts of physical violence against passengers and crew. The treaty stripped away the option to simply look the other way, enforcing a mandatory binary choice for participating states. By the early 2000s, the profile of global threats escalated from isolated hijackings to mass casualty terrorism. The maritime legal system required a targeted expansion to address the specific threat of non-state actors and the transport of biological or chemical weapons. Under the new Article 3 bis, the law explicitly criminalized using a commercial ship itself as a weapon to cause death or wide-scale destruction. The protocols also introduced strict environmental offenses, making it illegal to intentionally discharge oil, liquefied natural gas, or other hazardous substances to cause severe harm. Crucially, the 2005 update made it an international crime to transport biological, chemical, or nuclear weapons, known as BCN materials, on commercial vessels. To enforce this, new procedures outlined in Article 8 bis allowed nations to intercept and board ships suspected of smuggling these materials, provided they secure authorization from the ship's flag state first. These boarding operations come with strict legal requirements. Authorities must avoid unnecessary force, protect the marine environment, and preserve human dignity during searches. The 2005 protocols shifted the framework from a reactive set of rules for hijackers into an active, preventative defense against global terror plots. The 2005 updates also tightened extradition. Suspects can no longer dodge a transfer by claiming their actions were political offenses. However, a nation retains the right to refuse extradition if they can prove the request is actually a cover to prosecute the suspect based on their race, religion, nationality, or gender. The law also expanded its crosshairs to target the logistics network. Now entire corporate entities and their executives face severe sanctions if they facilitate illegal maritime transport. Combining the 1988 baseline with the 2005 updates creates a comprehensive legal net. Through ongoing legal engineering and cross-border cooperation, nations are actively securing global shipping lanes for innocent travelers and vital commerce. International resolve has transformed the ocean into a governed space where terrorists have no safe harbor. We hope you like this video. Please post any questions you have in the comment section below. And thanks for watching Maritime Pakistan.